someone who knows not to ask me for anything asked me. And I just said no. And then I went on with the conversation as if it was just like not a deal or anything. And I realized afterwards that I didn't react to it. And then I had someone who contacted me saying they needed a class and nobody else, they couldn't get into another class. And after talking with them for a while, I had the feeling that they weren't really qualified to do what it is I would be training them and authorizing them to do. And even if they somehow passed my class, I don't think that they would do the job the way I would be teaching them to. And I don't have anything other than a feeling about that. But they scheduled the class. I agreed to do it tomorrow and the next day, a 2-day class. And they haven't confirmed, they haven't paid, but they're still contacting me about the logistics, arrive at this time, arrive at that time. And so, technically I think that means that it's somewhat confirmed, but they haven't signed the contract. And so I'm not comfortable going ahead with this class with these guys. And as I keep looking at things, they just don't follow directions. And some of the questions they've had are in the instructions. So they don't read the instructions, they don't follow directions. And so it's like, I told them no. I just flat out said, this isn't going to work. I'm not going to do your class. The answer is no. But I'm not feeling the peacefulness that I felt the last time I said no. And it's not because I want to do their class, because I don't. It's more about, I don't want to get into a place where I'm saying yes and then saying no over and over again. I mean, it makes me feel like I'm breaking my word. It's like, how do I just get to the no, without, because it's already there before I say yes. The yes is just habit. Yeah, let's fit everybody in. How many people? Yeah, let's go ahead and and I'm in my head, instead of 20, I'll have 30 or 40. 150 people in the class. And that's a different class. But I mean, it's like, I don't know why, for some reason, and I guess here's my statement, I seem to have trouble defining my boundaries. In the moment when someone says, can we do this? I have no boundaries. We can do anything. And then when it comes time to actually doing it, they astonish me with how much they can fit into that yes. So I want to be able to define my boundaries, and it feels like right now I can't define them. But I should be able to define my boundaries. I mean, I've been doing this for 40 years. I should be able to define my boundaries by now. Okay.
Yeah. So, I should be able to define my boundaries is one way we could work it, or I have trouble defining my boundaries.
Or it seems like I
feels
can't.
Closest to you in terms of.
Well, it feels like at the time
I can't define my boundaries.
When I'm picturing, if someone says, "Can we do this class or whatever?" I'm picturing, yeah, certainly it can be done. I'm not thinking in terms of limitations or, and then the next question is, where is it? When is it? How many people do you have? I mean, all the logistics. I have another company that actually does all of that so that they can tell them these are what you need. But if they call me directly and I just send them over there and tell them, yeah, we can do all this. That's one. But tie that in with, I know I have a lot of students that probably have taken my class, passed my class, and then gone out there and done the job their way instead of the way they're supposed to. But for some reason, this one right now feels like a turning point to look at. So there's something inside my telling him no, then finally being talked into it, agreeing. And maybe that's it, that I was talked into it. Was I talked into it? There's all these hidden little places I could go with it. And maybe I don't even need to do the work so much as find what I need to be working on.
Why do you feel unsettled, not peaceful about saying no in this particular case? What is it about this that makes you feel not peaceful?
I I spent a lot of time helping him find an answer to something that he needed. When he finally read what it was he was trying to get, he had misinterpreted it so badly that a lot of time was spent doing that. I think that he may have some I know I'm not qualified to diagnose anybody, but I think he's not able to comprehend or understand things, even though he'd been in business for a long time. He may not be thinking right anymore. I guess I'm trying to avoid saying, he may have dementia or something, and I don't want to put someone. I don't want to be responsible for that, and yet I don't want him to not get the work done, but I don't think I can deal with him. He doesn't understand basic things.
So that's fine, but why is that no
different?
Unsettling to you? That
Yeah.
sounds like a clear no, but there's something unsettling about it. And I heard you say earlier, I don't want to be inconsistent. I don't want to break my word.
Yeah,
Is there something in there?
I don't know why. I do not want to do this man's class. Like, I have a bad feeling about doing his class, and I don't know why. I don't have any. I'm what I was just doing, struggling with some concept that may, strike me as, oh, that's it. But I don't know why. But it's like strong feeling, no, I do not want to do this man's class. And I don't know anything about him. He's as stranger to me as all my other people that come to me that I've never met. I don't know.
So you need to know why you have a no for him.
Oh.
Is that true?
Right. Apparently. Apparently I think I do.
Seems to be. Yeah. So can you absolutely know it's true that you need to know why you have this no?
No, that was helpful. No.
So how do you react? What happens when you think you need to know why in order to say no?
Have you been here the last 5 minutes? That's how
That's how you react. Yeah. Clear enough.
Right. Yeah, like that. Oh, pictures of him doing something and killing everybody and me. I mean, it's just all kinds of stuff, right? Yeah.
And take it the moment is you've already said no, but you feel, I don't know what the word is. You said not peaceful.
Right. Well, I said no to him originally. He talked me into a yes, and now I just canceled him, and class is supposed to be tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah.
I need to know why in order to say no to him. How do you react when you think you need to have a why and you don't have one?
Well, I think that I look for reasons like, okay, he hasn't signed the contract, which is a bona fide reason. I don't have any document that says it, and I give it to him, and he says nothing says I have to pay. Then I gave him a free class, so that's definitely a reason. But that was kind of like a bonus. I was just searching for a reason. So how do I react when I believe that I have to have a why of why I've canceled this and why I don't want to do this? I think about all the times that I gotten myself into situations that I wanted to say no to and didn't. So I go back to, oh no, I'm falling back into the old ways again. I concern myself about people taking my no seriously, and then I actually go to that place that, I've worked with a lot of women who have given in on dates or something where they agreed to do things that they didn't want to because they were pressured to, and I look at I've worked with them to help them through that. At the same time, I've always looked at myself as having a strong no. Like when I say no, that's it, but that apparently wasn't the case here. And it's not anything that's causing me any damage physically or emotionally, but as far as the activity. But I saw how I could have a hard time saying no. And I guess that makes me feel more vulnerable, that my no would not be taken as no.
Yeah, so when you need to have a why to say no, what I'm hearing is that you're unable to stand in your no.
Yeah.
Like it's not enough.
My no has to have a reason behind it that
right.
that validates.
So who would you be without that thought? Who would you be without the thought to need to have a why? You need to have a validation for your no in this situation when you've now said no again. Based on a feeling only.
Without the thought. I'd just be no. And I'm in,
you feel that?
Without the thought, I would just be, oh, look at me. I came close to saying yes that time. Haha. But it's a no.
Yeah. So when I think I have to have a why, then my no based on a feeling is not good enough. And I doubt it. And I don't feel comfortable. If I don't have the thought, I need to have a why in order to say no, I just trust it. That's no coming from inside and don't know why.
But I don't have to know why. It's just a no. And that exactly. Part of me that's saying no, it's been right.
Yeah. So turn the thought around. I need to have a why in order to say no.
I don't need a why in order to say no. I can just say no. I don't even have to have a bad feeling about it.
So look at this. So look at the specifics of this situation. Why is not having a why a valid way of saying no? Why is it okay?
I have the authority to say no. And I give myself authority to say no, and that's it,
Yeah. What does a why do? Why is just giving something else the authority, a reason, right. Giving some reason to be the authority. But this is saying, I'm not needing any outside authority. It's just a no because I feel that it's a no. Then that's all. It's full responsibility as opposed to as opposed to justification, basically.
Yeah. I also notice in looking at it from the difference of just a no and if necessary another no, that by saying no and then yes and then no, I question my own validity, my own authority. So now with authority of a no, I don't need that. I don't need a reason or a why. Now I'm feeling it, not just saying it because it sounds right. Now I'm feeling it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even that quote unquote inconsistency can be seen in a different light as well. It's like I said no because it was a feeling or whatever, and then they kind of talked me into it. So I said yes, and I'm kind of open-minded. So I'm testing that no. And then I was open-minded for a while, and then I'm starting to see that that's really not the direction that it's confirming actually that my original no was right. And so now I'm going back to it's a no. But
Wow.
we worry so much about inconsistency and
Right.
breaking my word and all that. But this is the process of self-discovery. I'd say yes, no. I said, what is it? Is it, oh, right, no, it's a no. But meantime, everybody's like wondering, what, are you crazy or something?
You keep
No, I'm not
reminding
crazy. I'm listening to myself.
you keep reminding me that this is a process, a discovery. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I don't have to just
No.
know what the answer is on the first page.
Well, I was pretty excited to be able to say
In
no.
fact, I know I have exactly, especially in the face of other people who want something from me. That's the hardest time, to be clear about what is my no.
Right.
And so of course it's going to fluctuate.
Well, and this no,
Of course I'm going to be inconsistent.
the first no that I said was to my little sister, and that was a no because she was asking me for something, and then it went away. She just stopped asking, and that's fine. In this case, I would have gotten paid a lot of money. So part of my going back to a no was also overcoming the benefit of the yes, even though it wavered, there was a big benefit in that. And then my no got strong enough to
Right.
overcome even the money for it.
That's a huge inner strength. When no is strong enough, when my no, which flies in the face of making more money and getting their approval and who knows what else, like those are two major pulls
Yeah.
for me to not listen to myself, because I'm going to get some payoff there. But when I'm listening to myself strongly enough that no comes back and I actually say no to those great benefits that I would have gotten,
I don't feel like I'm losing them anymore.
that's
I feel like I don't feel like there's a loss at this point, as the no becomes just a no with no,
because
doesn't need to be qualified. It's
yeah,
just no. And then
you've gained something greater than any of that,
yeah,
because you've gained a strength in ability to listen to yourself, which is
and the normal
hard to come by.
what you just said, the normal whatever triggers that usually get me to say yes are stronger now.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
That's like it's like a cause of celebration.
Right.
Right? Like, oh my gosh, I said no even in that situation.
Right.
Wow. Let me celebrate that.
So my other turnaround is I don't need a reason, or I need, what was it? I need a reason.
The statement was, I need to have a why to say no.
Okay. So I don't need,
or a reason.
I need to have a why. I don't need to have a why to say yes as well, even though that's a double negative. It's appropriate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can just say yes for no reason. Not to him, but
yes for no reason, no for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can change your mind as many times in that process.
Right. I can.
That's freedom.
Yeah.
So I don't have to. The why is just playing the same game of almost trying to please them or make it understandable for them or have some kind of backup for myself, instead of just really standing in, this is my truth. It's a no. Don't know why, but it's a no. Oh no, it's a yes. Oh great, it's a yes. Oh no, nope, sorry, it's a no. That's freedom.
Yeah, I like that.
The only thing that can take that freedom away is the thought like this: I need to have a why, and then I can't trust that as being just my integrity speaking.
Wow. You know what? That clears up half my mind stuff, because I mean, when, let's say I drive a lot for work, and most of the time there's traffic, and half the time when I'm in traffic, I'm thinking of different ways that I don't want to keep using traffic as excuse if I'm running late, But sometimes, like day before yesterday, it's an hour and a half delay on the freeway. Well, they got 6-car pileup on the freeway. So, in that case, I don't sit there trying to think of an excuse, but there's always the why, that someone's expecting the why. So I should be ready with a good one. But now I don't feel that. I'm feeling it just kind of disappear now. It's just like I could just.
Why is to please other people.
Yeah.
Like why is to give some other people something that will satisfy them, but it's not really needed once you get really in touch with this is just a reality. Got stuck in traffic.
Exactly.
This is just a reality. I changed my mind. It's a no.
It's funny too because I'm not usually late.
So you go from like trying to justify. Right. I go from trying to justify what I'm doing to just reporting the news.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Stuck in traffic.
Preparing myself for what for them to ask, and most of the time they don't even ask. And most of the time I'm not even late. But it's like this whole game that we do with our minds. Oh, I love it. Thank you. I apologize for taking this going over.
Yeah. No, it's a great subject. Really great subject. Saying no is one of the hardest things for some of us to do. And it requires listening to myself above listening to other people and putting that as a priority, putting my own feeling as a priority over all the other reasons why I should say yes. So thank you for that. Thank you for modeling that, really.
Thanks for working it with me.